city. I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say, gotta put on for the air. Yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say, we gotta put on for the air. Hey, come and have a seat. Gotta come in here. This what training top is me. We got a vibe you can't deny. We too hot like it's July. Got you feeling like that girl. Got you feeling like that guy. Yeah, yeah, we good in the city. I got all my people with me. See the sun got something to say. Gotta put on for the air.
Considering the fact that we've been showing out a little bit lately, we're gonna start this one normal. So welcome to the We Good podcast.
For sure.
Can I get a little excited?
You said normal. I said for sure.
Okay. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your girl Southside 100, the neighbor with all the flavor in this thing.
I already know. And it's your girl Kali Kash, and that's Cache with a K, because I like it my way, all day, every day, baby.
And this is the We Good podcast. And we good in this thing. And we bet like crack already.
Yeah,
we did it in a minute. Y'all ain't heard it in a minute. Y'all thought we forgot, but we was just trying to switch some things up a little bit. So, y'all already know what's going on. And then we got one of the cousins in the building. You see what I'm saying? One of the biggest.
Our big cuz.
Our big cuz at that, you know. Dre in the building.
Yeah.
My boy Dre in the building. Dre said, formally introduce yourself to the audience.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm DREDAY 3.0, you know what I'm saying? The hardest R&B singer out here.
You heard that man.
The realest.
Jacquees, you heard that man,
He's
right?
The real R&B
Oh, I said it.
Jacquees, you heard that man, right? He said that.
So since you the R&B king,
yeah, man.
You know.
Well, I ain't gonna say king. I am the prince. Though.
Okay. We'll give you Prince, but even still, Mr. Prince.
Yeah, I am that.
Here at the We Good podcast, we like to put people on here on the spot.
Me.
So you say you the hardest out here, and I just want to see. Can we get a little acapella for the people, or like is that for strictly for the stew and they got it? You know.
I mean, shit. I give you a little song.
Ain't gotta be nothing too major. Let me hear you.
I wanna lay body down, right next to me.
I got what?
I wanna hear those freaky sounds when I lay you out to sleep, out to sleep, baby. You know, it's a little song.
Okay, like you single?
That would've got the panties a little bit. Okay. So how long you been singing, Dre? Or should I say, when did you discover your voice, your tone? Like I might could hold a little note a little bit.
I was young. I was like 3.
Oh, okay. So you been had this shit.
Yeah.
So what like? Was it a song like, oh yeah, or was it just like you was in the shower and your mom was like, boy, you better sing that?
Or your mama played them jams on the Saturday when y'all was cleaning up the house. You see what I'm saying?
Well, he always used to sing along the songs. I grew up in a family where everybody in my family is like musically talented.
Okay.
So my grandmother had like 5 daughters and all of them could sing. But one day it was at Vacation Bible School. I got put on the spot to sing.
I was gonna ask you, was you a PK?
Yeah, he looked like one.
Or a secret little church kid.
I wasn't a PK, but I was a church kid.
But you a church kid, okay.
And once I got put on the spot and I seen the reaction it had to the ladies, it was a rap after that.
So if you like, what's your go-to before you started writing your own music and all that? Like, what was your go-to if somebody said, "Let's hear something"? Who would you go to?
My go-to back in the day probably would have been some Usher. You
gave me a little Pretty Ricky vibe with that song, so I was trying to see what was going on.
Well, see, I met them on my travels to what I'm trying to do now, because we all grew up in Florida, and
but you from South Carolina?
No, I'm originally from Florida. I
Okay.
moved to South Carolina when I was 15.
Okay.
Got to some stuff in Florida.
Okay.
Moved to SC.
Say less, yeah.
But no, on my road, you know, I did little talent shows, and I met them when they was younger doing talent shows and things of that nature. So
We're talking about Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky.
Okay.
So with that being said, I mean, I can see, because it is a Florida vibe, so I can see how we would coincide with each other's sound. But yeah, I never.
So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Me, I'm 34.
Okay.
You mean 34?
Nah, ain't no wrong.
You know, I asked that.
I'm glad to
I
say
wouldn't
my
have known
age.
that.
I asked that because you was mentioning talent shows, and you feel me. I don't know if you remember the talent show era. I come from the talent show era where the high schools would throw their annual talent shows, but it would be like
You gotta
the
try
Apollo,
out.
like your groups had to be together. You feel me? Even if it was the R&B groups, y'all had to be together.
be
So
on
was that something that you did growing up?
I dabbed in it. I really didn't do too many talent shows growing up because we got beat by this one white group, and I can't lie, them boys.
So y'all let Backstreet Boys beat
Man,
y'all.
them boys. Listen,
So y'all let the Backstreet Boys beat y'all.
hey, them folks from Disney had put some money in it.
Okay. Oh no, so no, not Backstreet. They let NSYNC. They NSYNC they ass one time. You see what I'm saying? They could have just
Disney had
okay.
put some money into them boys. So but all that did was let me know, you know, I just needed to perfect my craft, and I just started, you know, learning different, you know, aspects of the music business from that point. Start writing my own music from that point. You know, start investing in going to the studio at that point and finding my actual sound. And I'm still trying to find mine.
It's for a true artist, it does take a minute to really find your sound. Like, and if you don't find, you have to find you before you find your sound. I do agree with that, because it was a long time. I couldn't stand hearing myself on the track. My pen game stupid,
And
but I could not stand hearing myself on the track because I'm like, I ain't found me yet. Now, you know, by the time I found my sound, I ain't want to do music no more. But you know, you get what I'm saying. So, were you ever part of a group, or have you always been solo?
I tried the group thing.
But you tried the Drew Hill at one time, you see what I'm saying?
I tried it when I was in middle school, but then, like I say, as I started dipping into the industry and learning different things, and then I started learning, okay, you're going to have to split this check with everybody.
You said I'd rather get it by myself. I'm the best one, and I'm the best one anyway.
I was like, all right, cool. And then everybody, you know, everybody's not on the same page as you.
Yeah.
You know, you might be shooting for this, but they only want to get to here.
Okay.
You know, so eventually, man, I just started idolizing people that was single artists. You know, I stopped looking at groups, because I used to look at the Drew Hills, and I used to look at the Blackstreet Boys and the 112s. But then I started, you know, every artist eventually goes solo. Cisco went solo. You know, all these. And I just started looking at everybody as in.
But sometimes, do you think this going solo is an ego thing, or is it more so about money? Because just like the B2K drum, you get what I'm saying?
I think everybody got their own path. You know, everybody got their own agenda, and everybody might not be on the same page. You know, and if we not on the same page in the book, then we got to part ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, do you think, like, friends can go into business when it comes down to music like that? Or do you think, like, it should be...
But if you were to start a group...
Yeah. Would you do it with
better?
friends, or would you
with
do it
strangers,
just, like, with complete strangers? Like, somebody you hired.
Y'all build a group.
I would rather build a group. Because when you add friends into things, they think they're supposed to get special treatment. And special treatment can hinder a situation.
Yeah, true.
You know, and that's the last thing you're trying to do when you're trying to make it in this industry, is have more bumps and hills than you actually need. Exactly. And that could create a problem. So I would just hire somebody on to do the job. You do the job, and If we become associates, because I don't ever put people in the friend category unless you can prove yourself that you're a friend. I always my mom always taught me to put people in the associate category. I associate myself with you, but I'm, you know, it's
Keep
a
it
thin
separate.
line. Yeah, it's a thin line between that friend title.
Right.
So
Yeah, me, I really kind of take the friend title out of either you my family or you're an associate.
Yeah.
Like it's a thin line, like you said with that friend stuff. It's a very thin line. Okay.
So what you got coming up? Like, what's next for you?
I just dropped my single Drip. It's basically I'm always doing like slow tracks.
You ain't never thought about no upbeat type.
So that's what Drip is. Drip is a more of it could be played in the strip club. It's something that you can dance to, you can vibe to, move to. And what I tried to do was take a little old school, mix it with a little of the new era, and make a little gumbo with it. So therefore,
So what you making that gumbo? Who was your old school? Who was your new school to make it?
Your inspirations.
For Drip.
Drip.
Yeah, for Drip.
What's the name of that group, Bubba?
He called for a rescue.
No, 'cause we like to try to quiz each other on music. So when it comes on, we be like, "Yo, I bet you don't know who that is."
Yeah.
You know, so we
I
can
do
try
that
to
a
keep
lot with
our
Q. Shout out to my boy Q already.
Yeah,
woo
for
woo.
sure.
So, but what is? Do you remember? Or y'all might remember "Rain Down on Me."
SWV.
There you go. So
Okay.
I took
You had
High five, sister.
on it.
Yeah. High five, sister.
You know, so I took a little bit of that and I sped it up a little bit, and I made a.
Cause to touch a classic like that, you know, I got to download Drip.
It's on
Because
Apple
to
Music.
touch
Yeah, it is.
a classic like that, I Dre.
Yeah,
You
man.
better have put that stank on it. Cause
I
I'm
told you here at the We Good. We here.
Cause I'm gonna review it.
Drip.
No, but I hate when
Type it in.
certain artists take classics
Mess it up.
and it's a certain certain.
Okay, boom.
Certain ones.
So you say y'all be quizzing each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a quiz for you.
Come on with it.
I'm gonna wait till you download that. Okay, boom.
There you go.
Yep, I'm gonna add it and I'm gonna listen to it. Now listen, when I be playing this stuff on my live, tell them I got the copyrights, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She officially
Tell them I
got the copyright to play this track. So don't be taking nothing
Please
off.
and thank you.
Because we gave permission here. You feel me?
All right, so boom. You like R&B, I like R&B, so I like to play a little game called Song Association. But everybody who come on the We Good, they be rappers. So
So
you
she
like,
finally-
so I finally get,
she got time to shine.
truthfully,
Yeah.
little do y'all know, this really my interview.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Time
It's
to
really
shine.
me. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. You got 11 seconds.
Okay, now hold on.
Nope.
When we start an era,
If you fuck up, you gotta take a shot.
That's fine. Let's start like, I don't know what your era is, but if you're gonna start an era, none of the new genre, because
Okay, so
I
you more
really
like
only,
the 90s.
Yeah, I really only listen to me when it comes to now, unless it's
I like
some Breezy.
Okay.
You know, I'm always listening to Breezy because he's an inspiration out the mic, but anything past, you know what I'm saying, like early 2000, like 2022, 2021, don't give me those.
Okay, but these is just words. So whatever comes to your mind when I
Okay.
say these words, it's the song that you are going to sing.
It could be your song.
Now, if the song says "lick me up and down," that's your business. You get what I'm saying? That's your business. As long as the word is lick.
Okay.
Not licking, not liquor, not sucker, not
So
close
I gotta
to
use-
it.
I
It
gotta
has
use
to
a
be
word.
The word.
that word somewhere
In a song.
In the song. All right?
Okay,
Get it.
Don't fuck up. We hold it down for the real niggas in the back now, damn it.
Because they claim R&B is dead. You gotta
We try to prove them wrong now, damn it. All right.
Because it's the Prince, y'all.
All right.
This the Prince. Don't let y'all keys do you in now. This the Prince now.
Now you gotta eat your words.
Okay,
yeah?
let's do this.
All right. Boom.
I thought she was gonna play a song, and I guess a song. But she
Nah, we ain't gonna do it that easy. Cause see, it's easy
like
with a beat.
like for
You're gonna be like, hold on, wait, let me listen.
If she was to be like, say Peaches, like the first song to come up in my head is Peaches and Cream.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So, but she could say some random shit like, you feel me? She, you know.
Hey,
she
let's
could
go.
say
Let's
something.
try it.
Your first word is shoe.
Shoe.
Damn.
8.
Can it be any? Can it be
Yup.
any shoe?
6.
Kick those heels off. Let me rub your body before I tear it off. That's shoes.
Yeah,
That's the heels.
you know what?
Shoes.
We're gonna let it slide because it was the first one. But you said heels, not shoes.
It's the shoes.
Yeah.
You
Shoes
said
is heels,
no,
right?
no.
Okay.
The rule was didn't I say nothing that's close to
Shoes.
liquor, sucker,
Okay.
licking,
Okay.
you cheated. But
Okay.
we gon' all right.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna let you warm up.
To his defense.
Cause you really could have hit him with the Destiny Child catered to you. Untie your shoestrings, take off your cuffling. That's shoe.
Okay.
That's shoe.
You right. You right.
But you know.
Dang, I didn't think of that one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your
She
shot.
got me with that one
Take
because
your
I didn't think of that one. All right.
Okay. All right. Beauty.
Okay. She walks by me every day.
Let's go.
Telling her heart the same.
That's how black people say lyrics.
Once been stolen my heart.
And what was her name?
And beauty is her name.
Hit it.
I'm hoping I can make you mine.
Let's go.
For another man steals your heart.
Okay.
And once this beauty is mine, I swear it would never be apart.
I'm talking about that. It's okay. That was easy. Okay.
They got me hard.
Yeah. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Okay, sister. Pop up one. Your turn.
Mine.
6.
She says your turn.
Your turn.
My word is sex.
Yep.
Now it's just your sex, mama's secret.
Okay.
And daddy's gonna go crazy if he finds out that his baby's having sex.
Okay.
And take a deep breath and think before you let it go.
Let's get it.
Yeah. And I spelt it for your ass.
And then, okay, I'll be having to get the pop up sometime.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna go on to the next game because
It's gotta be easy. You're very easy.
fuck nah, she gave you an easy one. I done
I
gave you a
kinda
pass
did.
and everything.
I kinda did.
Fuck no,
Because I was like, if you
I'm
don't
going
sing my
deep
song-
down the list.
I know she got no listen.
No.
She is not playing.
Okay, you said. Okay, so on this one we gonna switch it up.
Okay.
You can do any song by this artist,
Okay.
Prince.
Ooh.
And
I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
give you some extra.
I don't want to do
Ain't
the
gotta be
normal.
perfect.
I don't want to do the normal.
No,
We don't wanna
because
do
this show
Purple
ain't
Rain.
normal.
It ain't normal.
Let me see if I can remember the words. I don't even remember the words to that song. So I guess we'll just say Purple Rain.
Okay.
No, boom.
We can't say it. We gotta say
Well,
it.
okay. Let me say purple rain.
No.
We don't want to hear it.
We don't wanna hear that.
Okay,
We can all hear the purple rain. We can do that in choir.
let's get one of your faves. Usher.
Usher. Usher got a lot.
Can you hit that climax?
Fuck that. Can you hit that superstar? First falsetto. Let me hear it. Oh, baby, yeah.
She hit it.
What's your
Spotlight.
favorite
Nigga,
Usher
where
song?
you at?
I would have to. Yeah,
See,
I
you
sign up
gon'
for
see,
that
you
one.
gon' end karaoke. See, we gon'
No, we don't have to
tomato.
We don't have to end karaoke. But yeah, I would have to stand up to hit that falsetto note.
You got
Well, we could do you made me wanna leave the one with
Yep.
and start a new relationship with you. It's what you do, girl. Think about a ring and all the things that come along with it to make me. You make me. So that's you know.
For anything came between us.
Get it?
You
Yeah.
like
My bestie.
So, have you ever had a female come into your life that made you want to leave the one you with
And start a new relationship.
and start a new relationship with her?
Because this is what she do. Think about it.
Think about it.
She made She made you.
Stanley.
You ain't gotta say no name.
I done had some situations before.
Have you ever left the one you was with for the new situation?
And did it work?
It didn't work. It didn't work. Because you should have stayed with sis who held us down when he was sang. But when he got a little voice on him, you tried to get the Halle Berry.
I never left a situation without it ending first, but I can't say that I tried to savage, like save the situation if I knew it was close to ending. You know what I'm saying? If I already knew I had something, like if I was already wanting to go somewhere, I'm not finna try to say this. I'm gonna let this go ahead and end itself out. I never want to be the one
why
to be.
not just leave?
Cause I never want to be the one to be the
bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, yo, it's over. I'd rather you just go ahead.
So you'd rather ghost a hoe?
No, well, I wouldn't say ghost.
Have you ever ghosted a female before?
And how'd you do it?
you already assuming he has.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I feel like every nigga has.
You done hit that thing before and then block the number.
Nah, I ain't never did that. I ain't never hit it and quit it. Cause that's always been a stigma. You know what I'm saying?
So have you ever made up a bullshit
Ain't
lie to stop
nothing
fucking with
ain't
you?
nothing wrong with hitting it and quitting.
Like, damn, my grandma just died. I can't even fuck with you no more.
Nah, I done made up some outlandish
What's your wildest one
some outlandish stories.
that you can remember?
When that I can remember. Nah, I just use some movie shit. It's not you.
It's me.
It's me.
I hate that shit.
And
But
it
it works.
feel like,
It works.
I gotta learn myself first.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Ladies, if you ever hear that, he
gotta learn himself.
He just don't like you.
He's over it.
Yeah.
He's been over it for a long time.
For a minute.
But yeah. So yeah, if you ever hear if a nigga ever come to you with the let's talk, that's our line.
Hey,
If a
I'm
nigga
sorry,
hit you
y'all.
with the
It's
let's
whatever I'm
talk-
drinking.
Niggas don't like to talk.
I'm sorry.
Because niggas don't like to talk.
This is not normally me, people, okay? I'm quiet. It's making me talk
Okay,
here.
so pop up random question out the blue. Is your name on the PPP list?
Nah.
Bro, laugh in the background like you lying now. You sound like
you was the one running the PPP.
No.
It is public information now.
But the funny thing about it is, so I have, like you asked me before we started, I do have a baby mama, right? And
shout out to baby moms,
yeah, I guess.
Listen, we're not gonna do too much on baby mama.
Shout out to all black
First off, let me go ahead and state this. Shout out to the baby moms that's doing what they need to do, to handle their BI. But the ones that's just, I ain't gotta say nothing.
You got one of them.
Okay, but before we get all the way into it, all right. So I hear baby daddies say that a lot. And my response be like, but y'all wasn't thinking about this shit when y'all would tear that coochie up. You get what I'm saying?
I wanna have your baby.
Yeah,
One hand on neck. Hand on front.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
leg back.
Now
You said you wanted to marry me.
Weird to me. You get what I'm saying? But you wasn't thinking about that weird
Now
shit.
it's shout out to the baby mamas who actually do their part.
So no, truthfully, it's like this. I respect all BMs, baby moms, wives, however the case may be. But at the same time, if you know a nigga is trying and the nigga is doing for his, why add more stress to this man? All because something in your life might not be right, or the nigga you might be dealing with might not
just
be right.
ain't that nigga.
But you need someone to vent to and take it out on. And BD, he there. regardless, that's punching bag. You ain't going nowhere. I can light you up. You ain't going nowhere.
What you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I say, shout out to the ones that's doing what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying, and holding it down. But we all gotta do better as a culture. Period.
Sure.
You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? It ain't no point blame on this because the niggas could be doing better to make the baby mamas feel a little bit better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's.
I feel like everybody could do their part to make
Yeah,
life a
man.
lot easier.
And if everybody
For
do their part as parents, and trust me, we're all not perfect parents. I know
Nah.
I haven't been the
Nah.
perfect one. My sister haven't been the perfect one.
I'm fucking
But
up right now.
it's just
I'm telling you that right now. I'm
it's about
fucking up.
trying.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
but I'm in there.
Definitely
Shit.
about
It's
trying.
it's definitely all about trying, like for real, for real.
Definitely about trying.
And
So before we got on the BMs, what was the question?
I don't even remember.
because the teleport took that away, huh?
It
The
sure
question
did.
is, if you could, would you sleep your way to the top? So switch it up. Say you had like a Oprah too rich, any nigga hit that pussy.
I hit.
I hit Oprah. I knocked the dust off that
I don't eat no coochie, but Oprah hit me up. What's up? Shit, be gay for that check.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stan. Man, you gonna have to talk about Oprah now.
Listen.
But would you sleep your way to the top if it?
And
You know,
who would you fuck?
Would I sleep my way
you
to
can't
the
give
top?
him a chance. Who? Cause
Why not?
that nigga say anybody.
And if they get the opportunity to hit that shit.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say sleep my way to the top, but I'd knock a couple down.
Okay, who would you knock down for a track?
Who's your top 5?
That for a track, or would
Yeah.
I just knock down?
For a track.
Top 5.
Ooh, for a track.
And it could be all at the same time or
And
separate.
they hit you how they
Yeah.
hit the female artists and shit. Like, you ain't even gotta pay me. You just gotta, drop them
Number
one time.
Number one,
Riri! I knew you was gonna say that. Riri off top.
That's
Period.
my
Everybody want to hit Riri.
Yeah, you know.
That's every nigga dream crush.
But,
Riri. Passing the famous house.
Ella May, you gotta Ella May.
I love Ella May
You
with
know.
British accent. She gotta say something British after every track.
We done put this nigga on the spot, bitch. He swing. Come
Yeah,
on, baby.
man.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
You
man.
good, babe? They don't watch. We good.
Kiki Palmer.
You ain't got 15 kids. You try Kiki
No,
Farmer.
not Kiki Wyatt. Kiki Palmer.
Oh, like
Kiki
Aquila and the Bee.
Aquila and the Bee. He want that whole spell. Fuck me.
Don't get me wrong.
but-
She's sexy. She's sexy, but she's like gangster too.
She is.
man.
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
Did you see her play the little stud pimp?
I
In the movie,
ain't see that. I really ain't want to see that.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
movie
see
called
that.
shit,
She
though.
did her shit.
Yeah,
She
she
did.
was hot as fuck,
She was
too.
beating hoes up and
Yeah,
everything. I
shit.
said,
I'm gonna have to
damn,
see
If I like the girls, I definitely would have hit little stud Kiki.
But speaking of Kiki White, have you seen Kiki White from the back though?
And she said she want another baby. If Kiki came to you and said, "Be my last baby daddy," would you be it?
And she got 15.
And you know you ain't gotta take care of him because you know a nigga got.
Well, see, nah, that's different because I like to take care.
Okay, but you would just, I'm just saying, for a check, would you be a surrogate daddy?
For a check,
Yeah.
nah,
You would
Nah.
want to be
because I like to be in my life. You know, I like to have my kids around me. So that'll be a conflict of interest because I be wanting to see mine, and then you'll be talking some others, and then it'll get nah.
And you just got one. How many?
Nah, I got 3.
Got 3. What's the ages? Boys, girls.
Here we go.
Come on now, you already told us how old you was. You straight, right?
2. I got 2 of them. That's 8. And
They better be twins.
You my sister for sure.
They better be twins. Oh, you a fuck.
That's why he said, "Here we go," and bro dropped his head, so you ain't beat that. That's a crazy love story.
We got 2.
Just gotta drop on the stripper bitch.
Yeah, you talking about? We got 2. That's 8. Hold on, let me add the black to that. Wait a minute. Subtract. Yeah. We got 2. That's 8. Let's go.
I got 2. That's 8. You know what I'm saying? Oh Jesus.
Because we told you. We
And
want you.
I got one that's goddamn, 15, man. Shout out my youngest, man. I love y'all.
Okay, so your 2 8-year-olds, what's their birthdays? It was just the months. One in
Because obviously they're not twins and they're not by the same woman.
So just one of the months,
I mean, they 2 months apart.
Oh, okay.
Was they friends?
Nah.
Did they know?
Nah, it was.
That was a very sick situation.
Nah,
you
that
was cheating.
Nah, I wasn't even cheating, man. Nah, man.
He's sweating a lot. He done rubbed his eyes 6 times. He's sweating even more. I'm about to get like the paper towel.
Alright, so nigga, since we talking about it, so the situation was, I was kicking it with, this one chick, you feel me? And she got pregnant. Well, I didn't know she was pregnant. You feel me? And she went to doing her thing on the outside with with another gentleman or whatnot. Not to throw her under the bus or nothing like that, but shit happens. And we split. And because of my cousin, shout out to AK, right? Because it's your fault.
Already.
It's your fault.
It's your fault for this bad decision.
Shout out to cousin.
I'm gonna blame it on you.
He had this chick that he was trying to fuck with. Excuse me, I don't know if I can say that type of word.
He was trying to smash. She was trying to get that coochie. Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to deal with it, and she wasn't gonna go on a date unless someone went on a double date with her homegirl. And I was like,
ugly.
Oh,
okay, so the homegirl wasn't.
Oh wait, before I said the homegirl is not your baby mama.
She is. So
no, we're not touching that. We're not touching that. We're not touching that. Because I touched him in real life. Don't let this camera fool you.
No, dig it, and it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
She just wasn't my speed.
You was the taking one for the team.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep you company. Woo woo. But I end up kicking it with Shorty, and she was cool. We get to drinking. And one thing,
y'all was on that Taylor Court.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, when she got pregnant, she up and left. So I hadn't heard from her. Like, it was a one night stand type shit. Like, I hadn't heard from her, and then I want to say 3 years later, she contacted me on the book.
Popped up.
Yeah,
on the book. Just popped up, seeing you in pictures with your other baby and all that shit. And she just wanted to just pop up.
Yeah, she's like, nigga, you got another daughter. I was like, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, you do. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna solve this. All my kids look alike. You feel me? I'm like, send me a picture. She sent me a picture.
You were scared.
Nah, when she sent me the picture and it looked like my daughter, I did send it to mom.
Yeah, you sent it to your mom.
And your mom said, that's your baby boy.
But see, when I sent it to moms thought it was my other daughter because they look just alike.
So and that was your confirmation
so
right there.
I just hit her back and I was like, what's your cash app?
See,
It was nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
I like what's your cash app. Don't argue with me. Don't ask me.
Once I see the baby they look like twins. I can't argue that.
So, other second baby mom or other baby mom. Were y'all together when she popped up?
No. Well, you talking about the first baby mama with the first daughter or the second?
No, not the one who got the hell on.
Can we pause? You got 2 babies that's 8 and they both girls?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
They gonna rock your.
Oh no, they are no. These these two.
They gonna rock your shit.
These two.
Your 15-year-old a boy, ain't it?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, lucky you. You got fucked up on the last one. That's
right.
These two, their conversation when they call the phone is, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" And it's usually, "I'm good." Okay, when we going shopping.
Yeah.
That's it. It's nothing like, how your day been?
They asked you how you was doing. You should have said all that. I'm good. Work's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio right now. We trying to write this song. I know you want to go shopping. I'm trying to make this hit.
That's all they want to do. They want to shop, man. And I'm cool with it because I'm like this. I've always been taught through my dad. I rather do for my girls than have them thinking they got to go out there and have another nigga do for them.
For sure. That's what I teach mine. It's like for sure.
Yeah, that's what we have.
As a black man in America.
Yes, it's very hard.
How does it? Do you raise your girls differently, like as far as the approach than your son?
Well,
or do you try to balance?
Well, with my son, I really don't have hands on with him.
Okay.
He's with his mom. But as far as I know, he's very intelligent, straight A student. Okay. He's into soccer.
Okay. I play soccer.
From what I'm, from the things that I talk to him about, but his stepdad, which at the end of the day, I can't do nothing but respect another man that steps in and take care of, someone else's seed. I don't grumble against nothing like that. So at the end of the day, I appreciate the fact what he do. He's raising my son to be a nice young man, and I respect that.
Right.
But as far as I'm more hands on with my girls, with my girls, I try to teach them that the world, how the world is, is crazy.
Well, they're 8 right now. But do you plan on like sugarcoating shit or giving shit to them straight?
No. I mean, the time for sugarcoating shit is done. We can't. As a black people, we can't sugarcoat anything anymore. They have to know the real. They have to know what situations they're going into. They have to know what the world presents. And that's what I try to teach my girls. As I learn, I try to teach them, the world ain't as perfect as these movies try to make it seem.
So at what age did you stop sugarcoating? Because they 8 now.
Well, I mean, I pretty much always just kept it straight because my mom always kept it straight with me. Growing up, my grandmother used to try to hide stuff from us.
Okay.
Just a quick little story. I remember when the movie Lion King first came out. When the lions were having sex in the movie, my grandmother turned that type of crap off on us. My mom.
They had sex in the Lion King?
Yeah, they did. It wasn't graphic, but it showed that they laid down together. And my grandmother felt like, kids shouldn't be seeing this. But my mom's like, why? Because he's going to go to school and he's going to hear worse than this.
Yeah.
So I'd rather him see it at home. He asked a question. I explain it versus he going to the schoolhouse, see it, think it's okay.
So with that, recently Disney Plus, they put out the whole new series of like the Proud Family and all that good stuff. Anybody who really 90s baby, that's our era. So I don't know if you recently saw it. We have the new day and age of what they identify as. So how do you handle like conversations like that with your?
I think the
kids?
LGBT them motherfuckers is taking over. No disrespect, y'all be canceling.
As a artist, I choose not to really speak on that subject.
Say less, cause y'all be canceling niggas like they do.
I feel you, and we respect it. We gonna go on to the next. I
am anti-Cincinnati, whatever the fuck y'all call it.
But it's definitely a conversation that,
needless to say, I do have family members that, dip and dab. My 2 sisters, they dip and dab. That's they lane, that's they feel. Hey, it's cool. If you like it, I love it. At the end of the day, that's not my decision for you. I'm not your bed, your pillow, your sheets. So that's you.
But I do feel like.
Do I think it's too much?
In the entertainment industry, they try to drag the narrative, not even push the narrative too much. Like they drag in the narrative. It went from shit being a secret and shit having that, they having their own lane, which is cool. You get what I'm saying? Like, to it like dead ass being in our face in every aspect, music, TV, like everything. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like you shun the real shit and put all this shit out there.
I'm just saying if they can rally behind that, then they need to rally behind the black culture.
That part.
If you're gonna put it in every movie, if you're gonna put it in every cartoon,
they need to be
you
need to start putting the real about black people in these cartoons.
How do you feel? My bad.
No, go ahead.
About what's going on with Kanye West and Kyrie Irving and like
my subject.
We didn't hit a nerve.
It's
hold on now. We gotta get something else to drink.
Let's start with Kanye. And before we get to your opinions,
did you wait to get your Yeezys out of Ross?
I ain't gonna hold you. I saw them little Adidas foams and they was a little comfortable.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna literally go to Ye's site and I'm gonna buy it because I'm gonna support Ye. I don't think Ye is wrong in what Ye is talking about. There's a lot of truth into what he is talking about. I think it presents a lot of truth when you start having people blackball you from certain things.
Lynching. They like really publicly
when you shine a light on something, you're telling the public that, hey, this is true. I want them to hush. I don't want them to continue talking. You know what I'm saying? You trying to stop the narrative. If it wasn't true, you would have just shunned it off like, okay, yeah, he crazy and keep it going.
So do you think that all the blackballs, because a lot of people say like anybody who deals with a Kardashian, they come out, they be messed up. Nobody want to work with them. Nobody want to do nothing, right? So do you think that a lot of these people that are blackballing him are being paid to do so?
Of course. I mean, is either you gonna do XYZ or you don't get no funding. Period. And when it's not the majority, it's the minority that owns your
everything,
your banking systems and all these different things that you're trying to accumulate. So when you got people that own these different platforms and they telling you, hey, you only can say XYZ, but then you go outside the box. Now you're going outside what they telling you that you can and what you can't say. They did it to Nick Cannon. They did it. They doing it to Kanye.
You think Nick Cannon paid his way out there?
I mean, I do believe Nick.
You think it was
because that nigga started losing shit like Kanye?
I do believe Nick humbled himself, and in order to feed your family. A lot of people gonna do different things to feed their family. You can't fault people for wanting to come out the struggle and feed their family. And of course, the masses will understand. Hey, it's not a lot to me, but it's a lot to you. It'll change your situation. It's pennies to me. So I could give it to you, change your situation, because you have a massive following, and your following is gonna do whatever you say do. If I go around and tell all you muscle guys to walk around with tight little tank top shirts, because you got 1.4 million followers, guess what 1.4 million people going to do? They're going to do that, and I'm going to be able to push that narrative. You know? So, I mean, it's all about us standing up and taking this shit ourselves. We are kings. We are queens. We need to stand on that, you know, as a people.
I saw something earlier that made me rethink the way Kanye thinks, as far as like, okay, kind of at the beginning when us as a culture kind of got mad at him when he was saying slavery was a choice. But the way someone just broke it down to me that I read, he was technically talking about what's going on now. Like for example, even in the NBA situation, how it seems like no one's coming to Kyrie's defense. Ain't nobody trying to fuck up their bag, which goes back to slavery is a choice, which goes back to it's a choice to deal with these people, to continue to follow their rules. And then Nick Cannon did speak on what was the Buck term? I got like basically the public lynching, like how we all seeing these people get publicly lynched for us to stay in line, which also goes back to slavery being the choice. Half of these people in these big top-notch situations, it's a choice. Like,
and I mean,
and like you said, some people, you know, it depends on people's situation. Some folks got to take care of that shit. So, but would you say your peoples got into a situation? Would you speak out, or would you speak out for your peoples? Like, fuck this bag, you feel me? I'm down with my peoples.
I mean, at this point, I got kids, so I ain't got no choice, because I don't want my youngest growing up in the same systematic BS that we growing up in. I thought it was all done. It ain't, you know. And then when I go back and I research a lot of stuff, we got to start teaching our kids that blacks didn't just start at slavery. That's not where our history started at. You know, in the school system, when you learning in school, they teach you that blacks started in the field. You learn about slavery. You don't learn about You know what I'm saying? Your Egyptian kings and queens.
Yeah.
You know, when you learn about white people, you think about, oh, they was in castles and things like that. But if you start telling, oh, when we ran into them, you know, they were in barns.
This is what they wanted.
You know, they were sleeping with animals. When we tell them the reason why Italy is known for their fashion is because blacks brought the silks and the garments over there, you know what I'm saying? Like alligator shoes. Like I researched that the other day. You know, Italy is known for their Italian alligator shoes, but ain't no gators. In Italy. You know, they had to come from Africa. Ain't no gators in Italy, so how you get Italian gators? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just real shit.
Do you research people?
He said that shit hard.
You know,
ain't no gators in Italy, nigga.
So,
I thought about it like, you know, might be a couple possums, but I don't know about a little gator. Might be a fox out there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about no little gator, you know.
But not to piss off anybody and things of that nature. But I think about it all the time. Me and him talk. You gotta ask yourself, was slavery not a choice? You know, and when you think about it, you on a plantation. We're gonna take it back that far. You on a plantation, and the average amount of, we're gonna say, niggas that was on this plantation normally outnumbered the motherfuckers in the house.
And that was my question. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Like, why we ain't
that was
jumped them?
why the fuck we ain't do shit about, like,
We could have beat their ass. They scared of us.
We
for real.
outnumbered these people.
Because
like, was it
that-
our
Take their
mental?
horse.
Because of that book that they placed in front of you. That book is what kept us in line. That holy Bible is what kept us in line. And not saying that certain things in the book ain't true, but that holy Bible is what kept us in line. And when you go back and you look at certain, like me and him, one of my favorite movies to watch is Django. I love that movie.
I think that's one of the realest movies they could have put out.
The white dude said it so clear on the movie. He asked my man, he say, old man sat on this porch and straight raised my daddy for over 20-something years
kill him.
and did not cut his throat.
And didn't kill him.
He said it wouldn't have took me 20 years to do it. That show you the mind frame, you know, of where everybody was at. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. So when somebody sit here and say, when Kanye voices opinion, see, black folks only get mad over things they don't want to hear. You don't want to hear that because it's truth in it, and you feel upset within yourself because you still systematically allowing it to happen.
And scared of the truth.
You know?
And scared to do something about it.
We'll sit here and protest about not wearing Gucci, but 2 weeks later, we done forgot about what Gucci done did, and we brought back in the fucking store because
they had a sale.
They got a sale, and this show popping, and you know.
I come for 50% off.
And also my whole thing is like, we'll be so quick to fight each other. But other races and other people has been doing shit to us for years. And you don't hear no stories and no nothing about us getting our lick back on these folks.
Well, it's coming.
But
it's coming.
Yeah, we been
2043. I'm letting you know.
That nigga said 2043. We are in 2022, so we'll let
I'm just letting you know.
20 more years.
In 20 more years, the world will be dominantly colored.
And I think that's why they trying to stop them abortion laws.
They are. That's one of the reasons. Because right now you got blacks mixing with whites, whites mixing with Hispanics. And the black woman is the only woman on the face of the earth that can have every nationality. She can produce every single nationality.
And for some reason, God, you made us extra fertile. You made us more fertile than the rest of them.
But that's because Tupac said, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah, you know.
You feel me? And the darker it gets,
I mean,
how many minutes do it take to get to the center of the tits?
You know. I'm more on the Reese auntie come outside, you know. It's not enough share. But you would think that if they stopped abortions, that would the multiply would produce more.
Well, I mean, all the stuff that they do, it really backfires on them. Because you got to think, you want to stop abortions, but black women ain't the ones really down there at the clinic getting abortions. It's really the white women.
But you know why? Because a lot of these black women, like if you really been paying attention to society and how black women have been moving over the course of from the 80s until now. We went from the crack era where all they did was lay on their back. I mean, all of our grandmamas got about 19 kids. Like, can't nobody tell me my granny don't have 18 aunties. I got 6 uncles and 4 aunties on this side. My uncle got whatever. Like, family line goes strong. But as you go down and down by generations, the numbers get smaller. You get what I'm saying? Every auntie my auntie right here got 2 daughters. This one ain't got none. Because at a certain point in time, I got an auntie to attest for it. They would, for government assistance, burn their tubes. As young kids, like they would go and make deals with their mamas. Like, look, if you basically put your youngest daughter up here, we'll give you X, Y, and Z amount in food stamps, and you'll get WIC. You get what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta pay no rent because you doing this solid for the black. You get what I'm saying? Then as time go on, we start. Now we got business women. We don't even want kids no more. A lot of us is like, fuck them kids.
Well, but see, that has a lot to do with the system, because it's like if I turn you against the black male, if I turn you against him, then you're not gonna want him. Then if you don't want him, that's easy for me to lock him up because he's out here doing God knows what. We all know a black woman keeps a nigga grounded. Period. I don't care who you. A black woman will keep a man grounded. But without that, it's like, all right, we got nothing else. When we get bored, we do dumb shit. You know, and then what happens? The jailhouse fills up, and then what do they have? They have their plantations all over again. Because now I don't have to pay you to go make this bar of soap. I don't have to pay you to make this license plate. None of that. But I'm going to sell it. I'm only paying you 50 cents on the dollar, but I'm going to go sell it for $13, $14. You know, and that's the way America, and they just trying to figure out how to keep us in the system. That's all.
Speaking of the election, did you vote today?
Did I vote today?
Tell the truth. Did you vote
Shane
today?
The devil. No,
Tell
I
the
did
truth,
not.
Shane the devil.
I did not.
So why you ain't vote?
Actually, I've been, and this is no excuse, but I've been hella busy working on this album, and then I did have a sit down with my manager today, and we did talk about the voting. So I will be taking part in that.
So if you do, conclude with you taking part in that. Who would you vote for? Are you on the Warnock them side? You get what I'm saying? Or
is this legal? Can we ask this?
I mean,
if he want to share, he should not disclose it. Because he might not go through it.
I'm pretty much for whoever's pretty much for us when it comes to this music. You know, I was talking to my manager today.
It takes money to make music.
And we do have some people fighting for the rights of these artists, and I'm basically standing with who's got my best interest in heart. I ain't gonna say no names right now, but I'm basically standing with who got my best interest in heart when it comes to this.
If I could vote, I'm standing with the bag, cause honestly, I've never been a political person. Not trying to sound ignorant to it. I'm just being real. Like I don't even get in that shit now. I can't technically get it. Really go down to the line and get into it. I have my opinions. I feel like if I can't, sign my ballot, my opinion, it matters. But it kind of don't. But if I were to sign my ballot, I'm going with the bag because I done seen both sets of parties get into office, and my whole top thing is both motherfuckers be lying.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm
All
saying?
politicians lie.
So you feel me? No matter what you say to get in this, both of y'all be lying. So I'd rather go with the motherfuckers, even if you hate them the most. I'd rather go with the motherfuckers who actually gave motherfuckers away, gave motherfuckers a chance, gave motherfuckers some shit. Because at the end of the day, all that extra shit that you talking about, to me, it matter, but it don't, because everything that you say to get into office, I personally don't ever see no changes. Like all the black people was stressed to vote Biden ass in, and Biden ain't did shit.
Now we talking presidential.
Like, no, I'm just saying in general, I'm going with the bag. Like in general, if you feel me, I ain't even gonna say I go with the bag, and it wouldn't be Biden.
Don't get mad at me, folks. But if the election, when it comes to presidency, I will vote for Trump.
Yeah, hello. That's what I said. I'm going with the bag.
Kanye, don't run.
Yeah, don't.
Respectfully,
I don't be thinking folks be taking niggas serious when they do that shit until Herschel got his ass off in there. Now Herschel,
if Kanye run, I'm voting for Ye. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm voting for Ye. I'm 2024.
I ain't gonna lie to you, like the way shit going, I will too though.
I'm voting for Ye. It's only because right now he wants black people to have their own. He wants black people to own their own labels. He wants black people to own their own fashion companies. He wants black people to get their 40 acres and a mule. He wants people to stop running to, Washington talking about give us our 40 acres and a mule, and niggas run to the United Nations and tell them niggas, because them the ones who said they owe us.
Right.
So when people do their research and they follow behind things, they'll learn.
You know what else I vote for? If I had to, like, if it really came down to it. The We Good podcast. Because if you haven't already, like comment, share, and hit that little ding, 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 ding.
Already?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we the best in the nation. We do this.
So Dre, close us out with some good words. You get what I'm saying? Tell my people something to remember.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all go follow We Good Podcast.
Download that drip.
Y'all make sure y'all go download Drip. It's on all platforms: Pandora, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff. We dropping a music video for that Drip coming real soon. Shout out to my label BDM. Shout out to my management Radar Live, my DJ Duels, my producer Red Moon Beats. You know what I'm saying, and everybody that rock with us. And we here We good. Already. And it's your girl, Southside 100, checking out. And you already know it's a neighbor with all the flavor.
You already know. And it's your girl, Kali Kash, and that's Cache with a K. Because I like it my way, all day, every day.
Baby.
Period.
Shout out to my boy Q.
Won't stop all day. Period.
Yeah.
Shout out to that boy Diddy. Shout out to Taylor. Yeah, we got this thing.
.com.
Period.
Yeah.